2012. Right, my name was Jimmy Dice. Look at the back of it. That's a QR code. That's 2011, bro.
Before QR codes were even big, bro.
So this right here, man, God works in very, very amazing, mysterious ways. This right here is I'm the Soldier Boy QR codes. I've been looking for this, and every time I pick up this book, I find it and I lose the book. But man, shout out to Alerte, shout out to my man Boo, my big brother, yo. Shout out to RG Cool Kids. Man, this was an interesting time in my life where music reigned supreme. There was nothing else but music and photography. The camera was heavy. Me and my Nikon, when the lights on, I go crazy in front of Nikon. But man, I was just listening to this yesterday. Shout out to Thailand, shout out to Double M. I picked up the book though, The Alchemist, because this book is the ultimate guide of transformation and acceptance of change. You know, this book is it's my favorite book. I've read it so many times. It's the only book I've read twice back to back. Like I got to the end of the book, read the last page, flipped it back to the front page, and started reading the book all over again. But Santiago, man, is one of my role models, one of my heroes, yo. And for a long time, I was looking for an alchemist. I was looking for the person that's like, where's my alchemist? Where's my sensei? You know, and it got to the point where I realized, like, damn, I am the alchemist. You know, not that I'm better or than anybody or anything like that. It ain't about that. That's not my focus. My focus is evolution of myself, of my thoughts, of my actions, my habits, and change. Change is inevitable. Somebody said the only people that like change are wet babies, and I get that because my daughter be wilding with her beautiful stinking ass. But I love you, Sophie. But man, I'm excited because April 5th, yo, we are doing. I don't have a title for it yet, right? But we are recording my debut album live on stage. Actually, you know, the night of the show, we're gonna ask the audience what's the name of the album gonna be. We're gonna let the audience pick. And what I really like about the album is it embodies the Kintsugi concept of the healing heart. It embodies the concept of change and how something that's once broken could have a new lease on life and a new way to be beautiful. And this music was previously recorded. Some of it never recorded, but a bulk of it was previously recorded, and we decided to reproduce everything and really give it the Miles Davis approach to hip hop, where, you know, shout out to Dot. We're not using a traditional drummer. We're using an MPC. You know, so we're gonna have it programmed, have a bunch of different sounds in there. You know, shout out to Ibrahim. My man is a living legend with the guitar. You know, shout out to Cass, man. Cass on the keys, man. This brother is no doubt a genius, like genius with the piano. You know, and so this album is a fusion of jazz and hip hop. You know, but it's that improv element that I feel like is missing. So one of the things with a lot of producers these days, most, if not, you know, all, not all obviously, but too many, where they're making beats from the same producer packs, right? They're getting the same loops and they just organize them and put them in different order. And it's cool, you know, obviously people are going platinum, you know, obviously people are taking care of their families. So this is no shade to it. That's just not what I'm here for. You know, I'm here to innovate. So, and to reinvigorate the idea of innovation, because, you know, if I'm doing what Miles Davis did with jazz, but with hip hop, I'm not doing anything different, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. However, it's time for something else, you know, and here we are. So the idea of having a complete improv freestyle element to the production, to the instrumentation is just going to be remarkable. The first rehearsal was everything. When Miles Davis was doing his later albums, he would bring in young, soon to be legends, future legends, in their own right, and he would say, "Listen, every show needs to be different. I don't want the shit sounding the same every time we get on stage. That defeats the purpose of us being here. If they could just go listen to the old records, if they want to hear what we've been doing. So let's add this element of improvisation, continuous element of improvisation, where every time we perform these songs, it's a different feeling. It's essentially the same, but it just feels different. So I'm so excited about this project, man, and I can't wait to see you there. I can't wait to be on stage and see your face. Yes, you see your face in the audience and smile at me and give me that head nod that I'm doing something. But the songs are gonna feel like it's gonna be so much improv that it's just to us. To the audience, it's just gonna seem like this is well orchestrated, well put together. For us, it's gonna be constant discovery. No such thing as a mistake. I tell my guys that the number one rule of performing with me is that we gotta have fun. If the fun element is absent, we might as well jump in the audience and watch somebody else. We get to have fun, and there's no such thing as a mistake. Anything that's deemed a mistake, we can easily flip that into the next exciting moment that surprises us, and we get to listen back on playback and be excited and laugh about it, and it's an opportunity to be great. So April 5th, please hit the links in all the bios, get you a ticket. Hey, the only way to guarantee entry is to get a pre-sale ticket, right? Because I only get X amount of people. The venue is small, and we wanted an intimate space, and I'm one of many acts this night. So I'm actually the first act. So I can't guarantee. Like, we only get X amount of people, 50 to 75 people, so they told me. So if you don't get your ticket, I can't guarantee you get in. Although it would be cool to have a line for Jimmy So Dope out the door, and I would love to see you in that line and say, "I got you next time." But man, no, it's cool. I'm gonna tell. We don't have to put this in, but it's all part of my stream of consciousness. Maybe 3 months we're gonna do another event, but I'm gonna orchestrate everything, right? It's gonna be I'm gonna book the space, everything, and we're gonna cater it, everything. But we're gonna do the deluxe version of this album. So we're gonna do the same album, but we're gonna add 4 or 5 songs. So we're gonna cut part 2, the deluxe version of the album, no different than when your favorite rapper does it on Spotify. Except they just give you old songs that they didn't really mix down, just throwing it on the same disc, and But yeah, so we if you can't get in, we're doing the deluxe version. We already have the next album already prepped, so everything. This is how can I say this, man? The biggest culprit of my success, the biggest thief of my success has been inconsistency. I have been a rather inconsistent creative, and there's so many excuses and reasons. We ain't gonna get into all of that. One thing I will say is that the difference this time is that I put myself in position to be consistent. I created a system that will make it easy for me to be consistent. It doesn't feel like work. Like, this doesn't feel like work. My guy pulling up to Mikasa, got some sushi on the way. This is actually great. This is actually the life. Like, I'm really living abstract lifestyle, man. Where the artwork at? This is really the logo right there. It's really abstract lifestyle. This is really it. I'm really in it. God bless my family. God bless my wife. Let's speak of her real quick, right? My wife. It sounds crazy saying that shit. It sounds awesome, right? But she been rocking with me since right after this. I created this. The night I met her, man, really love at first sight. The night I met this woman, my first time ever in Brooklyn. I'm at this Thai. It's a Thai restaurant in the front, but an event space in the back. And I'm sitting here. I just ordered some apple, pecan, duck. I will never eat duck again. I hate the texture. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let them ducks fly. Let them fly. Let them migrate. Terrible texture food. Anyway, she walks in amongst a group of other beautiful sisters, and she looks at me like she knows something about me. She like, I look at her like, coolest thing I've ever experienced. And she sat right next to me. I think that was intentional as well. I think she's plotting on me, honestly, y'all. I think she bagged me. Anyway, you know, this heart right here, man. This heart is our journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I saw something, they say life is not linear, right? Your journey is not linear, right? So you could have like, man, I want to go to the store, but I literally cannot walk in a straight line to the store. I have to go down the stairs and turn the corner, then cross the street. You know, it's not linear, you know, and we get lost in the fact that we want things to be a certain way. Like, if it's not this certain way, it ain't right. Red flag, toxic. One of my triggers is people saying the word toxic. Man, it's the entire culture. The whole system is broken. So everything in it is toxic. The stuff in your refrigerator, the stuff in the water in your plastic bottles, you know, that bag of chips, your TV shows, your music at that particular frequency with all the 808s and shit is all toxic. Everything is toxic. We're living in a carefully curated toxic platter, like petri dish. The projects. United States is the projects of the world. So the idea of something being toxic masculinity is crazy when the whole culture is based upon insanity. Call me anything, just please don't call me normal. That shit is crazy. But back to my wife. Yo, the best things she told me, right? There's a few things, right? One day she said, yo, being cheap is expensive. Like, damn. Like, right. You could buy them cheap ass sweatpants you want. Them shit's gonna rip. You know, the string gonna come out. You know, you can buy that cheap camera if you want, but you know the battery fizzles out and overheats, and you know you could buy that cheaper hard drive if you want, but it downloads a file slower and your time is valuable to be sitting at a computer. You know, you could buy McDonald's if you want. You could buy cheaper food if you want, but it's not gonna be good for, you know, your heart or your, you know, things of that nature. So quality is a beautiful thing because it's indicative of your mindset.